All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Granted. Today, I bring on a really good friend of mine that we have known each other probably only not even 3 months, but she's on the same floor of our apartment. How did we even meet initially? How did we even run into each other?
So, not even just on the same floor, we're next door neighbors.
Yes, neighbors. That's important to mention.
Yes. Grant is probably the best neighbor you could ask for. Um, he introduced himself the first week of school, just when he was like, hey, wanted to get to know you guys. My name's Grant. And then there was another one of your roommates, too.
Yes,
I think it was just
oh
two
my
of you
God,
guys.
I was so scared of that though. Like coming from Hess, and if the OG audience knows about Hess, they know that. Well, I'm getting the call. If anyone knows about Hess, they know that it was incredibly social. So coming into this year, I was super just thrown off because the hub is not as social as I want it to be, and you guys did the same thing. You tried to bring the hub together with the trick or treating stuff, but
Which was a flop.
it was a flop. But we're gonna lock in. We're gonna get the group. We're gonna get the floor together at some point in time. But initially, coming off of it, I was like, okay, I want to try and make this as similar to Hess as possible. So me and Barrett went down. We knocked on people's doors. We were introducing ourselves, and I think that is how we met.
Yeah.
I think you answered the door.
I was also a Hess native.
Yes, which is beautiful.
Yes, so I love the social part of it, and I think the week after we played on my Segway, and you were like, "This is the Hess Hall activity I've been needing."
Yes. Oh, I remember that. You still have the Segway, right?
It's in my car. Yeah, it was taking up a lot of space in the room. So.
Did you use it for your this past summer?
Yeah.
Going door to door.
Mostly only in spread out neighborhoods, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, and we'll get into that if we need
Yep.
to. But go ahead and introduce yourself for the
Cool.
people, for the thousands of people that will be listening.
All right. Hey guys, my name's Kenna Mullins. I'm a senior at the University of Tennessee. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I love Tennessee. I've been here obviously all 4 years, and my parents loved it so much that they live here now too. So I guess you could say I'm a Tennessee gal now. And I'm majoring in sports management. I have a triple minor: business, graphic design, and nutrition. It's a really long name. It's like nutrition and physical activity for wellness.
Wow.
But it kind of encapsulates most of my passions, which we can kind of get into.
I would love to get into that.
Yeah.
What made you want to go above and beyond triple major?
Honestly, I started out as kinesiology. I was
Okay.
planning on just doing kinesiology. I've always had a really entrepreneurial mindset
Yeah.
and career goals wise. So coming into college, I was like, I don't even really need to go to college, but my parents had always pounded in my head when you go to college, when you go to college.
Right.
And so I guess it just, at the time when all my friends were applying to colleges, I started applying to college. I was also a guidance counselor aide in high school, which was really cool because if you had a free period, you were able to help out a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So I helped out in the guidance office. So
Okay.
I actually ended up applying to 32 colleges after I after I was telling myself I don't really need to go to college. I was really waiting for my full ride, but didn't really get one.
Okay. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Someone like you should have a full ride.
I applied to some really small schools and some really big schools. And I ended up making my decision. I kind of knew Tennessee would be the one after touring, but
Okay.
I waited until decision day weekend to make
Wow.
that decision. Yeah, because I flew out to Arizona to go to GCU,
Mm-hmm.
which was a trip that they had paid for. It was a really cool program that they did. And that whole plane ride back, I was like, oh, wait, I kind of liked it. And
Yeah. So okay, when it came down to decision time, how did you choose? Did you just remind yourself back to that tour that it was just everything you wanted, or what?
pretty much. And then I think my parents also just had fallen in love with Tennessee at that point too.
Okay.
My dad has some family in East Tennessee,
Oh,
so
okay.
not that we're close with them, but I guess that was also kind of, he was like, I want to go back.
Yeah, it's a benefiting
way.
factor.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Well,
obviously the football here, we wouldn't have had that at any of the other colleges I went to, so.
no, you're good. You guys can come in.
It's like
Yeah, it's just. Well, that's great. I think that that was the same for me too. Like when I was initially touring, that was the same thing. I got the exact opinion. Like I wanted to go here off the rip. It was between Clemson and Tennessee for me, but that is. Wow, I gotta get locked back in. what was I even saying? This is why I was gonna put a sticky note on the door that said like recording in
Oh,
progress. But yes, okay. So, what stood out about the school when you were touring it, and then also I'm curious between where you're from initially in Tennessee. Do you like Tennessee more?
That's always a really tough question for me. I honestly don't really have an answer to that. People ask me that all the time.
Okay.
It's more the people than
Yeah.
the place. So if we're based off people alone, like obviously I grew up with my best friends right now, so
Right.
they're all there. My family, my parents were born and raised in my hometown, so I never thought they'd leave, but they did. So that's also a factor. Basically, my whole family is where I'm from, but now, I mean, the people here I've made amazing friend group. I think that's kind of one of the questions we'll get into, but the nature here is great, but I really cannot make the
You can't
decision on
compare
that.
the
Yeah.
places specifically. What's
Yeah.
different? What's different about the two places?
Well, one of the things I noticed first here, people are super nice. The Southern hospitality is real.
Yes, it is.
People are so nice here. The one thing that actually really stands out to me was when we were in the parking garage. My family and I were lost on our way to the tour,
Okay.
and the person just like sweeping up leaves in the parking garage was like, "Hey, it's so good to see y'all here. Thanks for coming." We were like lost. We were like, "Do you know how to get here?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's just down over there." And we were like, "Wow, that would like I've never had an interaction like that."
Yeah.
It was just like so people are just so friendly.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that is okay. That makes a lot of sense because I didn't know what it was gonna be like coming here either, but it is real, and people are just extra friendly. They go out of their way to help you out with just the little things because anywhere else, that same person that's working in the parking garage is not gonna bring that same energy. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think. Would you say? I'm sure you would say yes to this, but 4 years down the line, being a senior, do you think you made the right choice compared to all your other hometown friends too?
Absolutely. I think and most of my hometown friends go to school like within an hour of my hometown, which is great. I came here and I thought I was going to get so much FOMO. I thought they were all going to hang out without me, but they've each found their own place
Which
there.
is great.
But I really think going out of state has given me so much more perspective.
Yeah.
Just culturally and meeting new people
Get you out of your comfort zone
gets
for
me out
sure.
of my comfort zone.
Do you think that I always ask people this question? Do you think that you would stay in Knoxville once you graduate, or are you trying to get out?
That's also a really hard question for me. I love Knoxville so much. It has so much charm. People here are great. It really has everything you need. But every time I'm here for longer, I like to travel a lot.
Yeah.
Which we can kind of like get into.
We
I
can.
like to leave on the weekends. Like we have a bye week, and I'm kind of like, ooh, should I like go somewhere? I don't know. But yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But in terms of every time I'm in Knoxville for longer than like 3 weeks, I'm like, I feel like I need to go somewhere else. I just can't really stay put as a person. So.
Okay, so
yeah.
I would guess that you wouldn't want to stay here.
Not for too much longer, probably after college.
Yeah, maybe a
but
couple years.
I could see
max.
myself coming back. It's a great place.
Even just to visit.
You know, down the line.
Yeah, or to settle down. Which one are we talking about?
I don't know. I really.
There's
don't
no
know.
reason to predict it. We'll see.
No reason to predict it.
That's
I
right.
agree. Yeah.
Well, let's get into it's easy to forget, but when we're recording this, we just had a pretty phenomenal Halloween weekend, and I do
That's
have to say
true.
that before we get into your recap, Kenna and I both locked in on our costumes, and you more so than me because I only had one main costume, but like your costumes were elite, and it's just great to see that
Thank
from
you.
people that really go 100% into things that they do, especially creatively. So, you should tell them what costumes you were, how your weekend went, everything like that.
I will. Halloween was so much fun. It was a really long weekend.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it's over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I will say Grant went above and beyond in being his character.
Yes, we did.
You just have to see the video.
I will. I should edit the video.
You should
in.
add it into there.
I will.
It was amazing. But yeah, so my Halloween costumes, I was Where's Waldo? I was a Victoria's Secret angel, and I was a stick figure. So I can kind of go through how I'm a big DIY gal. We should also note.
Which is beautiful.
Thank you. The Victoria's Secret angel, it's a little bit more basic, but I've had these like little bodysuits, and I was like, I just bought them a while ago. I was like, I could use this for so many different, it was like a 3-pack. Use this for so many different Halloween costumes.
Right.
And so we had a date party, and it was dynamic duos. So my roommate, who's also my little, and I dressed up as the same like same costume, different colors. It was really cute. But then my Where's Waldo and my stick figure costume were a little bit more creative.
Yes, they were.
Thanks. So I was thrifting in Philly over the summer and I found this skirt, this knit skirt. It's red and white stripes. And every time I see that, I just think of Where's Waldo.
Right.
And so I saw it and I was like, ooh, but the long skirts are kind of in right now. And so I was like, I kind of like this, you know, like I kind of want to buy this, but am I going to wear it? I was like, oh, then I had to talk myself into it. I can wear this as my Where's Waldo Halloween costume. And so I turned the whole like tube skirt into a tube dress.
Okay.
And then I got the glasses and the hat to match off of Shein. And for my stick figure costume, I was scrolling Temu. I'm also a big Temu shopper. It's kind of a problem. I think in September I bought over 50 items on Temu.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What about October?
Haven't counted
less,
yet.
dialed it down?
It's less for sure. Well, keep in mind September I was also moving into a new apartment.
That's August.
So, well, yeah, but I didn't really plan out anything in August.
Okay.
I mean, you came over and it was like, there's nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I think because I didn't really give myself enough time to prepare for moving.
Okay.
But anyways, I bought a lot of stuff on Temu. It's great. I have an affiliate link. I'll send it to you. But I saw this one shirt, which it's on my Instagram. It's this all white shirt. It has black, just like outlining it. And it looked like a drawing. And I already had this Apple Watch band, which looks like a drawing.
Right.
And I was like, I could be just a drawing for Halloween. So I was thinking of getting like an inflatable pencil. And I was like, are people going to get that? And I was like, stick figure. And I just wore white pants and I put black tape. Kind of like a skeleton.
I mean, just who thinks of that? You know, that is insane.
Thanks.
No, I was thoroughly impressed with both of those. I think probably the majority of people watching can also say they've never seen anybody dress up as either of those. Maybe Where's Waldo.
Where's Waldo? I did see a lot of Where's Waldos.
You saw a lot of them?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
But
I
they
wasn't
were
paying
all
attention.
like
They were all mid. You know,
buy off of Amazon.
yeah,
They weren't DIY.
$20. Yeah. The DIY stands out though. Seriously,
Thanks.
the stick figure idea. Way to run with that. You know,
Thanks.
did people get it in the end when you went
Yeah.
out?
A couple people thought I was a skeleton, but
That's chill.
it was. I mean, it's close enough.
Were you getting compliments on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deserved.
I was entered in a costume contest, but
Did
I
you win?
didn't win.
Who won?
Well, there was 3 categories. It was like funniest, most effort, and fan favorite.
Okay.
It was at my campus ministry group also.
Okay.
So there was Dr. Pepper was my favorite, I
Okay.
think. Shout out Sam if you're watching. But she was wearing this lab coat and pepper earrings. So it was like Dr. Pepper.
Oh
it
my
wasn't,
God,
it wasn't.
that's
Yeah,
clever.
so that was
That's
really
clever.
creative. That was probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who won the other 2 categories? Or did she win one? I'm assuming so.
She won most creative, I think.
Okay.
Fan favorite was, or no, funniest was a guy dressed up as a shepherd and his friends were goats in like onesies. It was fun.
So he's like the herd dog.
And what was the other one? I don't remember right now.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had a great time too. I think Friday was the only day that we were active, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it because in the end, we had 5 guys that were all part of the Napoleon Dynamite bit. And one of my best friends, Torben, was Kip. I don't think you would see it in the TikTok, but I don't think you understand, like, he was in character for the majority of the night. Now, we went downstairs, me, him, and my other friend, and we were printing something for just kind of like a prop. And Torben, in his voice, he goes, what are you guys freaking printing, the dictionary or something? And there's like these girls printing in front of us, and
Oh
he
my
says
gosh.
that to them. Like, we really didn't care that night. We didn't
Yeah.
care at all. And then I learned the entire dance, which was super fun. If you
was
guys
good.
haven't seen
It
the
was
TikTok,
good.
check it out because I hope it can spread some joy in that sense. But at the end of the day, Halloween was a blast this year.
Yeah.
Do you think that it
Halloween
was
was
better
fun.
than the other 3 years you've had it in school?
So the only other year I've been in Knoxville for Halloween weekend was my freshman year,
Really?
which was a blast.
Wait,
yes.
why is that? Where were you the other 2?
I was visiting my best friend at home. She goes
Back
to the University of
in-
Delaware.
Okay.
Which So I'm from Pennsylvania, but it's like right on the Maryland and Delaware line.
Right.
So it's only like 25 minutes from my house. So I got to see my grandparents at the time
Okay,
too. And yeah, so it had always like lined up that I had a long weekend. It didn't line up this year. But I
Okay.
wanted to have my senior year
Right.
Halloween weekend here.
Definitely here at home.
Run it back,
you
yeah.
know? Did
Yeah.
you how were the Halloweens in Delaware?
They're really fun.
They were fun.
It's a more of a party school than a bar school like here.
Okay.
Which I feel like on Halloween weekend,
You-
Tennessee is a party school too.
Oh, it is for sure.
Which isn't every weekend. It's only like special
No,
occasions where it's
definitely.
also a party school.
Meaning
So-
house parties and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Delaware's fun, but
Delaware
the
is
freshman
fun.
year Halloween.
Yeah, freshman year
How was
Halloween.
that?
Also crazy, Hess Hall activities.
Yeah. I'm sure that was insane.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you
It
go as?
was-
Do you remember?
I know I was a boxer one day. I think like Barbie. I just wore like pink.
Okay.
Yeah. Boxer was fun.
Okay. Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
good one.
I've actually had so many costumes over the years from
Which is-
date parties
Yeah.
and stuff, so they're all kind of jumbling together.
Which makes sense. That's a lot of
Yeah.
you put in a lot of effort into it.
Thanks.
Which is important.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxing, I went boxing today for the first time.
Did you?
I did. I took
Like
a
a
boxing
class?
class. Yeah.
Was it the one next to Publix?
No, it was 15 minutes off campus.
Way to get out there.
My friend from Stats, her and her friend both they share a membership. They get unlimited guest passes.
Really?
So we went over there. They're like the guy of the owner of the place pulls me and my friend aside. He's teaching us like the basics of how you want to throw punches and stuff. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
That sounds really cool.
I suggest trying that.
yeah.
It makes you feel like a badass.
Yeah, you
it's-
should keep up with that.
Yeah,
I've been to the one next to Publix.
there's a place over there.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
It's like Kick and Fit, I think.
Do they just do classes over there too?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I used to do some back at home. So one of the other things that we might get into of my involvement is I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
And so I've always been into like group fitness and classes, that style of training, not
Yeah.
really like one-on-one. So for a while when I first got my certification or was like thinking about it, I did a ton of different classes. A lot of those boutique gyms will do first class free too.
Yep.
So I did 9-round, which is also
Okay.
a boxing studio. And that's kind of where I learned the basics. It was good. So, yeah.
Wow. So you already know how to box.
I wouldn't say that. I would.
Like you've taught
mean-
classes before?
No, I haven't taught any boxing classes.
Okay.
I've taken them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh,
not
and I
you're
did-
not a
I
noob
did
though.
some in Denver too.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Dang, we should run that over the summer.
Yes. It's like the biggest boxing gym ever. There's like rows and rows of bags.
Okay, wow. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's honestly a good transition into, the massive list of things that you are involved in and have been involved in. So, you can go as far back as you want, but within the college, landscape, that 4-year time, what have you been involved in, and tell us a little bit about the roles.
Cool. So I think I briefly mentioned I'm in a sorority. I'm in Kappa Kappa Gamma.
Mhm.
So that's been all 4 years. So has my involvement with my campus ministry, the Cross.
Mhm.
In both of those, I've had leadership positions. So I'm currently on the leadership team for the Cross. I was our house director at the Kappa House.
Okay.
So I lived in the Kappa House for 2 years, which was really fun.
Yeah.
Managed those contracts and all the things there, which was really fun. And freshman year, I did the TED Talk Club. I did the Entrepreneurs Club. I did the novice rowing team, which
No
was an
way.
awesome experience.
What?
Yeah. Rowing is awesome.
Well, how did you get into that? just
So
something
actually,
new?
speaking of classes and everything, Orange Theory, are you familiar?
I haven't heard of it.
Okay, I used to coach for Orange Theory.
Okay.
And it's the best workout ever. So it's an hour, you have half of it is cardio, half of it is more functional, like weight training and stuff. But a lot of times they'll incorporate the rowing machine. It's a full body
Okay.
workout. And I was like, ooh, this is really fun. I really like this. And then I realized, actually, I knew Georgia did before. And I was like, that's kind of why I wanted to go to Georgia. I was like, they have this club rowing team where everyone, no matter your skill level, is able to row. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then came to Tennessee, realized they also have that. The river's right next to our
Yeah.
campus.
Yeah.
It's literally walkable. So, yeah, I got into that, and I did that for like the first half of my semester freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, you probably met a bunch of cool people through that too.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the culture was really competitive, so I
Okay.
didn't really make a ton of like lasting friendships
Right.
past surface level. But I think the discipline. I mean, you don't really find people that are disciplined enough to wake up at 5 a.m. all freshman year, so
Ooh.
it was good people to be around.
I didn't know that was the whole gig, though. 5 a.m.
Not every day, but yeah.
most days of the week?
Sometimes Gabby did it too. Her
Really?
freshman year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Gabby's
were
one
just...
of my roommates, by the way.
Was the rowing machine the sole reason that you joined the rowing club? Or team?
Partly, yeah.
You just
I
enjoyed the
feel like
machine? Just
Orange Theory, yeah.
Okay.
In Orange Theory, they're like yelling at you. They're like, "Yeah, you
Yeah,
got this."
instructors
And
and
so I was
whatnot.
like in organized sports the same way. And I played volleyball all 4 years of high school, so I guess I kind of wanted to like fill that void. But I didn't really want to continue volleyball per se, because I just like to do that for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Okay, so right now, I'm an ambassador for the Anderson Center for Entrepreneurship. And I'm an ambassador for Pentel.
Mm-hmm.
And I also do other campus marketing work. So those are my campus involvement. And
Right.
then outside of school sanctioned events, I guess I should say, I run a small scale spray tan business as well.
Do you really?
Yeah.
When does that happen? When do you...
Whenever people text me. I don't really
Okay.
advertise it right now because
Yeah.
I'm super busy.
Yes.
But I have kind of built up a loyal fan base, I should say.
That's
and,
awesome.
So I had one this morning. Yeah, they'll just text
No
me.
way.
Usually when I have my big sorority events, so like formals coming up, that's going to be a big one.
Huge business.
Halloween was a big one. I had a lot of people texting me. I couldn't really fit everyone in, but I tried.
Were they, the majority of them are your friends, or are there a lot of people that are just being referred to you?
Most of them are my friends.
Okay.
And then
how does that work?
My like friends of friends.
What does the process look like for that?
They'll just text me.
No, but as a man, I'm not familiar
Okay.
with the spray tan
Okay.
business,
So basically, I fill up my little spray tan machine. I can give you one time. Next time you see Grant, he's gonna be
Level
super
10?
bronze.
Level 10?
Yeah, if that's what you want.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, I just spray them
Oh, so
down.
you fill up your machine.
Yeah.
It's like a spray gun.
Yeah.
It's like power washing,
Sure.
but with paint.
Sure.
Okay. Count me out. Yeah.
All right.
That's insane though. Wow, I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah.
Just the more you learn.
I started that in high school with my best friend from home too. She was a dancer, so she was always getting the spray tans. And we were like, let's
Okay.
just try to figure it out on our own.
That's
And we
awesome.
did. And now she runs one at the University
No
of Delaware.
way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's having success with it too.
Yeah.
What's the investment looking like for that? Because you have to buy the
Yeah.
machine. Is the machine
It
that?
wasn't bad. We got like just a small little starter kit. We
Okay.
split the cost.
Okay, nice.
And I just charged $10 for my tans. It's been paid off. And then the solution is probably like it's the recurring cost. So
Okay.
those are a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it.
Plus, I mean, at the end of the day, you're helping your friends out.
I get to know people better too.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
getting
kind of like
kinda
reminds me of a
people.
barber shop in that sense.
Yeah.
Like you're just
like the Hess Hall barbers. Yeah, I never did spray tans in Hess Hall. I will say that.
probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
would've
did
been
make
bad.
my freshman year roommate, like spray tan me a couple times.
Okay.
Just
How do you
for
even do
my
that in Hess?
personal selfish.
How do you
we
even-
would like
there's no
go
s-
into the handicap stall.
Do you have to
Yeah.
do it in the bathroom? Is that probably?
Yeah, it kind of gets everywhere.
I was gonna say there's no good
Yeah.
way to do that unless you lay like a bunch of
Yeah.
sheets around the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you know spray tanning.
Oh,
You
I
get
know
it.
it. I know it now.
You're picturing it, yeah.
I can envision it. But you also mentioned you own another business, right? Or did own?
let's think.
What did you say at the beginning of the episode?
I have a lot of business ideas.
Okay,
I'm also a personal trainer.
personal trainer was one probably
I should set up my LLC because I'm an independent contractor for my
for personal
work,
training.
for like all the jobs I do,
Oh wow.
mostly. Like
Yeah.
all the marketing jobs are 1099s.
Okay, so
So-
you could start your own company technically.
Yeah, it would just be like Kenna Mullins LLC. And basically that just allows you to like write off business expenses.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That would be cool if you did that.
Like miles on my car because I travel a lot.
Right.
I drive a lot for it.
That'd be huge if you could get that verified.
Yeah, I just need to actually do that. It's like it's like bottom of my to-do list.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a long list too.
Yeah.
What is the process for an LLC like? Is that a long process to get verified?
I honestly don't think so. I think
Okay.
I'm just
Too busy for it, for real.
I think no one's like reminded me to do it, so I'm
Okay,
just
I
like,
got you.
it's whatever.
I'll send you a text tomorrow.
Thanks.
I got you. Want to
Thanks.
see you succeed in everything, you know?
Thanks.
Okay, well, is that everything that comes to mind in terms of involvement? It's a lot.
Yeah, that's everything that comes to my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which ones, if you had to handpick a couple that you really want to touch on more, have been your favorite, have really allowed you to meet the best people, which ones would you pick and why?
Absolutely, the Anderson Center Entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Ambassadors, great group of people. Jeremiah is one, if you
Mhm.
watched last week's episode. People that have a lot of creative ideas, the entrepreneurial mindset, those are the people I want to be
Yeah.
surrounding myself with.
It makes
yeah.
a lot of sense, honestly, because you already had a couple things going on for you, the personal training, the spray tan stuff. So then, I mean, being surrounded by other people with those ideas is probably really nice.
Yeah, and they're always like asking me how it's doing, so it's almost accountability in that
Right.
way. Yeah.
And then they're going to help your business probably, too.
Oh, yeah.
They can come up with ideas to help you out.
Yeah.
Is it...
And the Anderson Center does a lot of competitions. So I've done some of their pitch competitions where you can actually earn money for your business. And it also just really expands your perspective. There's a lot of people who do finance businesses and tech businesses, which are both like so out of my realm.
Right.
But when I hear them talk about it and when they're passionate about it, it clicks. You know?
Right. It makes sense when someone
Yeah.
can put it into simpler words about something complex. Well, we talked about it.
Yeah. I want to
made-
get Grant up there.
might need to do a
Yeah.
pitch.
I think he could.
Were you
pitch the
nervous?
Podcast. I'm a really big procrastinator. So both times I've pitched or like entered to pitch ball court, which is like their 90-second pitch competition, I have waited until the very last second.
Okay.
And so like to write everything out,
Right.
like know how I want to structure it. The first time I did really well. The first time I was like, wow, I mean, I can't believe I wrote that in 30 minutes and I actually like did really well.
Yeah.
And this time, one other thing I should say, I'm in an internship right now.
Oh, okay.
So for sports management, you need 3 levels of internships. I'm in my second level right now, which is, I think, 120 hours total. So that takes up a lot of my time. It's fully remote, which is really nice. It's kind of flexible.
Okay.
Mostly doing their marketing stuff. But I was doing stuff for my internship all day during that day. And I was like, I'll have time to do it. I'll have time to do it. Because I was like, last time I did it in 30 minutes. I was just fine. And I got there and I had texted the lady who was in charge. I was like, I am not prepared at all. I cannot do this. And I get there and she hadn't read my text yet. And she goes, you're first.
Oh my god.
And I was like, no. And she thought I just didn't want to go first. And they were like, called me up and I was like, I'm not prepared at all. But I'm really glad that I was first actually, because that kind of got it out of the way. So it didn't look like I was just like intimidated or like in my head.
So
I
how'd
was
that
just
one
like
go?
truly not prepared. I hadn't written anything down. Because I was pitching a fully different business at this point.
So you fully winged it.
No, I just didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't go
This
up.
is really bad advice. I should have winged it, but
So you didn't.
I-
You went up first and then did not go.
I didn't go up. I just like sat there and I was like,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not ready at all. And they were
Okay.
like, are you sure? I was like, yeah.
Okay. Honestly, it's valid. Way to be honest. Right?
Yeah.
I don't. Think
And I
you
don't
could go-
regret it either. Because
Yeah.
I like that later that day, I was like, the stress from that would have just been way too
Right.
high. Because I was literally doing stuff all day, back to back to back to back.
Right.
And so I was like, I was just unrealistic with squeezing it in. And I always tell myself next time I'll do it like 2 weeks ahead of time.
But you're probably also like so worn out by the end of that day, right? You've had your internship work the whole day and now you're at this pitch competition. Winging it probably would have been hard.
Yeah.
At
And
that
then I had a
point.
meeting after that too.
Really?
And so I was like, I need to just
Yeah, just take this.
take
Take this L.
Take the L.
Let
on
me
that
take this
one.
L and get
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people pitch for the experience of pitching or because they have an idea that they want to get out there?
I think a lot of them do actually have the business already, which is really cool. They're just trying to get a little more funding for it. But a lot of people also just want to get out of their comfort zone. So
Yeah.
I think it really just depends on the person, experience level.
I think it'd be a great
It's kind of
opportunity.
like the first step for a lot of people.
Yes. Honestly, I want to try it.
Yeah, you should do it.
It's a win-win, right? Nothing bad can come from it.
There's nothing to lose.
Better public speaking.
Absolutely.
Get the idea out there. Maybe win some money. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I love public speaking, actually.
That is something I've never heard anybody say ever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's one of
Why?
my-
Why do you think that is? I mean, it makes sense, but why? Do you
Why do
enjoy
I-
being able to tell other people kind of what you're thinking, or
It kind of gives me like it's the thrill of it, really.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
adrenaline rush before you
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to speak at graduation.
Me too.
We talked about this like
Yes.
first week
I never
probably.
watched your speech though. It's on YouTube,
I need
right?
to watch your speech.
Okay.
Okay, so you were, but weren't you like salutatorian, valedictorian?
No,
You weren't.
no.
Okay,
That
so
would
how
have been
did you
cool, but
speak it?
no.
What was
I
your
was class
route?
president in high school.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. How did the speech go?
I think it went really last minute, but it also went really well.
How do you do a grad speech last minute?
I
That's
did it the day
insane.
of.
What?
I do everything the day of.
You
This
did
is so
you
bad.
did
This is
your
like
graduation speech the day of you wrote it.
yes.
And that's unreal, bro. I want to see this
No
even
one.
more
I don't
now.
know how no one was like, "Hey, you're gonna run through your speech before you give it."
Yeah.
But they just kind of were like, "Yeah, you got
Holy
a speech.
crap.
Go ahead, get up on stage in front of 1,000 people." I was, okay.
Did it go well?
It went really well.
Like
Yeah.
I'm sure you were confident, at that point. You
Yeah.
just got to be
I had mentally prepared for a while. I just didn't really actually prepare
didn't write
in
it
writing.
out. Yeah. So you were prepared to perform it. And I think at the end of the day, that is the lesson to take from this.
All it is confidence.
It is confidence, because if you could have said some bullshit, and as long as you were saying it with your chest, people are going to buy it. So, I think that kind of that's interesting. I was the complete opposite. I had to audition for mine. So, I wasn't class president, I wasn't valedictorian. Really, really grateful that my high school did give us that opportunity. So they said, "Hey, we're going to pick 3 students. You guys are going to have a 3-minute speech. We're going to cut you off at 3 minutes, but auditions." Boom. So I write my speech, get the chance to go up there, and they had me speak first, which was really cool.
That's
Because,
awesome.
I don't know, they must have known what all the kids were going to say, and I think they had a plan of who they wanted to go first based on what was said in the speech.
Mm-hmm.
But I will never forget that, and that was probably one of the most nerve-wracking times of my entire life, because I was sitting there next to the stage. I'm looking up at the crowd. It's in like a indoor stadium, and there's people in like the upper deck. It's just ridiculous, and I was so nervous. But
That's
I think
awesome.
that was the epitome of my public speaking career.
Yeah.
But
That's wonderful. I can't wait to listen in on it.
listening back on it it could have gone so much better, is the thing you realize. It was good
Could've,
for
should've,
what level
would've.
I was at, but
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. It was a good moment for
Well,
me,
and
for
actually
sure.
that shows so much growth from you too. Because I even think, if I were to watch this podcast in a year, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what was I saying? I was like such a different person back then.
Yeah.
And that shows that you're able to identify how far you've come.
Yeah. I don't
Which
know.
I
I
think
think
is
if you
awesome.
listen to yourself in a year, you'd be impressed. That's how I see it. Like, I'm not impressed with myself, but I think that when I first met you, I just saw the drive that you had, and I think that's
Thanks.
impressive.
Thanks.
So,
I was going to say on the topic of confidence, the best advice I've ever received was from a volleyball coach.
oh, okay, this is beautiful.
And it's so simple, and I don't even know if cliche is the right word. It's just like, to me now, it's common sense, really. It's just, she told me, she was like, you need to be more confident in what you do. And I think I was a freshman or sophomore in high school at the time when she told me this. And so I had always equated confidence with how you look, and kind of how you walk, I guess. Just the way others perceive you. But really, it's all in what you do.
Okay.
Does that even make any sense?
Yeah, so I mean, give me some examples. I think maybe it's being confident in what you do, but just yourself as a person in general. I think behind closed doors, what habits do you have that make you realize, like, yeah, I'm confident in who I am. I think that's interesting though. Looks do play a part, I think, to an extent, but you just have to be confident in you. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I think also the way she framed that, it wasn't like you're insecure, like, which would have just brought me down. It was just like she saw that potential in me that I didn't totally see in myself.
How do you think you took her advice and threw it into a college?
Definitely in volleyball.
Really?
I was like, you know what? Yeah, I do need to be more confident in what I do. So I kind of like, I guess just the way I interacted with my teammates more.
Okay.
I was confident because I came from a really small middle school
Mhm.
and then I went to a really big public school. So that was just like a really crazy transition time for me, I guess.
Right.
So it was harder for me to get used to that environment and like actually be confident in myself. So,
Okay, so
yeah.
then did it work out for you volleyball wise?
yeah.
Like you started playing better?
Eventually, yeah, with time. Everything
That's
with time.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, but then how did you take that advice and then apply it to college?
I mean, came
Just
from a smaller high school. I mean, this is a huge school.
Right.
I think I've really been able to walk into so many different clubs or classes and
Mhm.
wanted to get to know other people
Right.
in them. Haven't really closed myself off to cliques. I kind of always in high school, like I became that person that was like friends with at least one person in every like friend group, I guess you could
Mhm.
say. And I feel like now it's different because it's so much bigger, but
Right.
I have a lot of friends in different groups and interests, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to
You're the same way.
I aim to be that way, I guess, but it is fun to know people from different walks of life, different areas of the school, I guess. That's always
Yeah.
it just benefits you personally, but also you just know more people, and I think we both share that love for connecting with people, which is great. And that
Absolutely.
takes an element
Yeah.
of confidence. I'm not always the best with that. I will admit that. There are plenty of times, and I will be curious to know if you're the same way, but there are plenty of times where my confidence is low in moments like that too, where I will go into a room full of people I don't know, and I might not say anything. I might not be the first person to speak. Sometimes when I'm feeling good, I will be the first person to initiate that conversation, but yeah, sometimes I still definitely get intimidated and nervous just to even say anything, to be the first person
Yeah.
to speak. Do you
Absolutely.
feel that at all in any specific moments every now and then?
I do. Growing up, I was extremely shy. Like I was
Okay.
so quiet.
Mhm.
So as I got older, I was like, okay, I have to actually like talk to people.
Right.
Even within my family too. Like I've just been more of a internal processor.
Mhm.
I don't really process things by speaking them out loud. I process them by listening and
Right.
trying to like see what you're saying means to me, like what's authentic to me and picking up on that. But I think in growing my confidence, I've also realized how much good perspective I have to share. And it would be doing a disservice to not share that with other people. And also just as I've grown in my sense of humor, being more confident in that. I
Right.
just have really learned to love to make people laugh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think one other thing to touch on is, so your coach gives you that advice, right? You need to be more confident in what you do. Well, I've heard that so many times throughout the last few years. I think it's hard to actually do it. So people can tell you that, and people can say confidence is key, like this is what you need to do. How do you actually put that into action in your life? Because you can say it, but how do you actually feel confident? And a lot of things that I think are commonalities are working out, for example. That's one that will, at least if you're worried about looks or how you feel, working out is a great way to actually feel confident. Or maybe what you're saying is meeting a new person, figuring out that, oh, I can have a conversation with a random person. That will make you feel more confident. Are there other things that I'm not mentioning that you think of?
Well, in just hearing you speak about it, I know that you're the type of person where you say something and then you actually do it. I have so many ideas that it takes so much thinking for me to actually do it. Like, for example, Grant told me about his podcast when I first met him. And then maybe 2 weeks ago, he was like, oh, when are we going to get you on the podcast? So it was like an idea. And then he just texted me and he was like, hey, you should come on my podcast this week.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing this. Okay, cool. But I feel like that's an example of you just doing it. Like,
Mhm.
you don't really, like, you didn't, like, tell me, oh, in 3 months maybe, or maybe later down the line. You genuinely just, like, gave me that timeline, which is something that I feel like I could be better at, just actually, like, putting my foot forward and doing it.
But you still do so many things.
Yeah.
More than me, more than the majority. So that shows confidence in itself.
Sure.
So do you not feel that way about it?
No, I do. It's just, I guess I don't, No, I don't know.
You think it's your timeline specifically? Is that what you're saying? Like you don't make enough time for certain things, or is it?
I guess I'm not like comparing the way that I do it or the way that I do things in life based off of you. It's just something that I admire about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
I did not mean to reach out so suddenly, but I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, last few weeks, I've been trying to get people scheduled like a week ahead of time, give you more notice. But a lot of people, now that you said that though, a lot of people, when they do want to be on the podcast, I will react that way. Like, this has not been something I've been consistent with. I've only just started to be a man of my word. Like, I told you I had a podcast. I've told that to a lot of people. And back in high school, I was not consistent. And even last year, I was completely inconsistent. I would do 2 or 3 months without doing an episode, and I don't know why. But it also depends on the person. So when you mention the podcast, did you ask to be on it, or did you just?
I think it was kind of your idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people.
But deep down inside, I wanted to be on the podcast.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
And see, that's the type of attitude we're looking for. But seriously, a lot of people, I'll react like, yeah, we can, maybe we'll get you on in a few months. I do tell people that. The reason you're here is because you're special in the way that you think and the way that you do.
Thanks.
That's the type of people I'm trying to talk to. So that's why it was more like you're up this week, because I need someone high caliber.
Thank you.
But
that's another thing too, that I have kind of grown into. Well, actually, can I talk about my
you can talk about whatever you want.
I want to talk about my college admissions essay because it's about podcasts.
Let's do it. Yeah.
But the first thing I wanted to say, because I remember going back to my college admissions time and being like, what should I write my essay about? And so I think I had a couple different drafts. I was in a class where they were like teaching you how to apply to college. And there was this one idea that I had. You know when you ask your friends, you're like, what's one word to describe me?
Mm.
And they're like, I'll either get creative or I'll get unique.
Okay.
And I used to hate being called unique.
Okay.
Because you're like, oh, that could mean so many different things. And like, at that point in your life, when you're just finding yourself, like, you want to fit in, So I really hated being called unique, and that was like my thing. But I would have it no other way. Like, absolutely no other way now that I understand what it means to be Kenna,
Yeah, and confident in that.
Yeah.
Confident in the uniqueness.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really own it now.
Okay.
That's one piece of advice I like to give people. It's like, whatever you do, own it. Whatever you do, make sure it's authentic to you. Make sure you own it.
Even if it's a mistake.
Even if it's a mistake.
Own the mistake.
No regrets.
It literally cannot. If you make a mistake in the workplace with a friend, worst thing you can do is deny it.
Yeah.
Just be accountable and
true.
own it. And own the good things too. Yeah, I learned the Napoleon Dynamite dance. I did that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it should be blowing up more, but it's fine.
It will.
Okay, tell me about your admissions essay.
Okay, so I'll just be kind of brief on this one, but it's kind of full circle. It's fun because I wrote my college admissions essay about how I like podcasts more than music, which isn't necessarily true anymore. I've found really the music that I like. I think back when I wrote that, I just didn't really know what type of music I like, but I still am a big podcast lover. I listen to podcasts maybe like 20% of the time instead of
still a good chunk.
Music. Yeah. My favorite one, which I actually mentioned in my admissions essay, I haven't listened to it in quite a while, but it's called The Good Life Project. And basically I started the essay off by writing about how I used to sit in the back of my grandma's car and she'd be listening to people talking on the radio. And I'm like, this is so boring. Why aren't we just listening to music? And then by the point that I portrayed in my essay, I was like, now I have my driver's license and here I am listening to a podcast and I get it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how my admissions essay was, and I wrote about just kind of what that has taught me, how you can learn so much from podcasts.
What do you think it has taught you? Or if you had a specific episode that really touched you, or something that you learned from a specific show, is there anything you could pinpoint there?
I do, actually.
Okay.
This is something I also think about a lot.
Okay.
It's something that I've talked about in really deep conversations. It's something that helped me a lot when I was kind of struggling with some mental health things when I was younger. And it's called taking care of the animal. Okay.
Okay.
So there's clearly your mind and your body and then your spirit. And so you need to, this is just a really like basic stripped down level of this analogy, but you need to separate the mind and the body. And the mind almost, the way I think of it, I don't think this is how it was portrayed in the podcast, but the way I think of it is like it's the parent to the body. And so you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your animal. And you know, if you're neglecting an animal, they're not going to be nice to you. They're not going to be like warm and cozy. Same thing with your body. If you're not taking care of your body, if you're not eating the right things, if you're not working out, like you said, it's not going to be nice to you. And that was one thing that helped me get my mind right. It's like this relationship where they dance together, really. So I was able to clear a lot of my mind by taking care of my body.
So is the animal a metaphor for all three, or is the body
It's just
the
body and
animal?
mind.
So the animal is your body and mind.
And the spirit's kind of like the control of it, I guess you could say.
In what sense? The spirit is what controls both?
The spirit is like kind of like the conductor.
Okay. But I thought the mind was the parent.
The mind is the parent. It's like the caretaker.
But the parent and the conductor, those are very similar things.
It's more
to
of
me.
a support. The conductor is more of a support.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. I'll send you the episode if I can find it because it's a really good one. But does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Like thinking of, and even your mind too, like it's almost, you know, it's an animal on its own.
Right.
So you just have to be able to.
You have to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's something too. I mean, we're all in school, but when we all exit school and get into the workforce, that's a big thing too, is how do you take care of yourself outside of work? Because work takes up the majority of your time, just as classes do most of the time. And so
if you're in a traditional job.
Exactly. Right.
I'm not.
You
really
probably won't be. You probably most definitely won't be if you stick with the unique factor.
Totally agree with everything in, you know, traditional work. But I completely agree with what you're saying about.
It's important to just take care of yourself. I think that's the most important thing for mental health is figuring out what you like to do, what's going to calm you down, what's going to de-stress you. Is it podcast? Is it music? Is it sports? Find that thing. Mm-hmm. Do that thing when you're feeling it. I don't know why, but each episode that I've had this week has kind of touched on improving mental health to some extent, which is cool. Maybe it's a therapy podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, the company I'm interning for right now, too, they're also a mental health.
Are they really?
Yeah, company.
Could you talk more about that? Because I didn't even know you were interning.
Yes. I actually got my internship through the Anderson Center.
Okay.
So it's a startup, which is really cool because I get to see a lot of different aspects of the company. It's not just, you know, I'm doing most of their marketing, but that's not the only thing that I'm in the know about.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of waited until the last week. As I said, I'm a procrastinator. I waited till the last week to get this placement.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do it timeline wise this semester. I could have held off until next semester, but there's only one worse thing than procrastinating, and it's
not doing it.
Extending the deadline further than you should.
That's right.
So, I reached out to my Anderson Center network, I guess you could say, and was like, is there any, it has to be sports management related / fitness. So I was like, is there anywhere that you think could need help? Like, I had 2 days at this point. I was like,
that's insane.
I'll work for free. I just need my hours. And they connected me with this one, and it's actually so awesome. My sorority's philanthropy is also mental health.
Okay.
So overall, just really important to me. It's really meaningful. It helps me use a lot of my graphic design skills. I just love to create.
Yeah.
So that's been really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you found it within 2 days.
Yeah.
There's a pattern here, Kenna.
And they're Knoxville based.
You're doing crazy things within short timelines, which is impressive. Like, yeah, you're a procrastinator, but you're high level, so it doesn't matter. Like,
I'm a pro procrastinator.
You are a
just
procrastinator, bro. Seriously, it's
But
insane.
you see what I mean now about like how I admire you for saying you're gonna do something and then doing it.
But you're doing it too. You're just doing it a little bit on a tighter timeline.
I guess, but it almost feels to me like I'm like, oh, I'll do it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do it.
But also, I think part of that just plays into how busy you are, because you're not just sitting
Yeah.
around doing nothing. I know that. Like
Yeah.
you have so much going on, so I think you gotta. I think if anything, you need to give yourself credit for how much you have going
You're
on.
right.
If I'm a man, I can record these podcasts because it is the priority for me. But you trying to find an internship, not like I'm sure that's with everything else you have going on, that's not the priority. Probably
Yeah.
not.
Absolutely.
Give yourself more credit for it. It's okay. And
Thanks.
also, the exciting thing is this. Imagine the potential you have. Like imagine Kenna's committed to one thing in life. One thing that really just makes you tick. You could be great at it. Not good, great, like next level. Because think of everything you've already done, and then you're still able to land all this. You're still able to go to pitch competitions the day that you write something, perform a speech the day that you write it. Then you're landing an internship within 2 days. Imagine you have months. That'd be insane. It doesn't matter. Just want you to
Yeah.
know that. Like,
Thanks.
you
I think I
could
needed to hear that too
you could be
because
at another level.
senior year is it's like so many people asking you what the next step is and everything, and I'm like, I have absolutely no worry about it because I know I'm gonna be perfectly fine. I'm gonna find something great. I'm probably gonna stay in sales for a little bit, but I mean, I just have absolutely no worry. But everyone else I talk to, they're like, I'm gonna do this and then this and then this and this, which kind of line up with your question about having a 5-year plan. I say trash it.
Okay.
I do everything kind of based off of intention, rather than deliverables, which
Okay.
might kind of sound bad for some people, but it's just how my mind works. So it's also a really easy way to break up time. So a lot of people will go into the new year, they have this big New Year's resolution,
Right.
which is great. I think that's really cool. I think it's really awesome that we have that opportunity to do that. But I like to break up, like, even so much as hourly. Like, what's my intention for the next hour going into it? Is more based off of a feeling, because it's easier to know how you want to feel than know how you'll feel once you accomplish something.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're way more intentional with your day to day, hour to hour, than
Yeah.
even thinking about years in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's really powerful.
Yeah.
So I think the last
And you
person
can
I
split
had
it up
on.
into like daily intention, weekly intention, hourly intention.
So do you write New Year's goals for yourself or no?
I don't write them down typically. Sometimes I'll do like a vision board. Those
Okay.
are fun.
Do you write goals for? I know some people give advice to do, goals for the month, goals for this week. Do you have that in the back of your mind, or do you just go with the flow?
I do like to split it up into shorter time frames like that,
Okay.
but I'm a very big go with the flow person.
Okay.
In
not
fact,
not
in
a huge
third
like
grade-
smart goal person or anything.
No, I
Yeah.
probably should be though.
No, I don't think you don't need to be anything.
I don't like to
else.
box
It's just
myself
interesting
in.
because a lot of people are goal setters. That I have honestly, what you're saying makes more sense to me. I
Thanks.
have a full list. I have a full paper taped onto my wall in front of my desk with all the goals I set this year, and I think that's good for me. But thinking about it over the course of the year is intimidating, and it just seems like a really long list of things. A few of those, one of those things that I need to start doing before it's too late is volunteering, because that's one thing that was on the goal sheet. But again, that just goes back to, okay, let me make that goal intentional for this month instead of the year.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, let's transition into finding your people. It's kind of a switch
Yeah.
up, but everyone always talks about finding your people in college. I think Hess definitely provided me that opportunity, but you never know if you're going to have different people by senior year than you will freshman year. How have your friendships developed over the time you've been here? And then how did you find your people, and how did you know they were your people?
That's a great question. I think based off of priorities is the biggest thing to do it with. I also am very firm in my faith. I really firmly believe in the idea of being equally yoked. Usually that's an idea that is in the context of relationships, but I fully believe it in friendships, in business partnerships, that you should have the same amount of, a goal can be a burden. You should have the same amount of drive, ambition, goals, as who you're walking with. Because if you're walking with someone, say a backpack full of helium is going to float way more easily than a backpack full of bricks. And so you get to pick that. You get to pick, am I carrying this priority or a priority of short-term, fun?
Okay.
Like a longer-term goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but is this
That's more of an analogy.
is this connected to how you found your people?
Yes. So in my priorities, one of my best friends in college, actually, I met through the TED Talk Club.
Okay.
You don't really just meet people who are like, meh, whatever, in the TED Talk Club.
Right.
These are people that want to improve their lives. They're listening to self-help things. They're actually passionate about it enough to share that with other people too, which I feel like is really similar to your podcast. It's not just your regular like social meeting or just like
Right.
meeting people out of the bar where you don't really know what their priorities in life are. So I think if you're getting those deeper level conversations and you're understanding what people want in their life, what their current intention is, it's way easier to walk with them.
Okay.
Does that
I
make
love
sense?
That. It does. But what if you're walking next to the person that's carrying the bricks in their backpack? Are you saying that those are, if you're the person with the helium and the person next to you has the bricks in their backpack, does that mean that person can't be your people?
No, I don't think so at all. I think you're able to help them carry their bricks as well.
Okay, so you disperse the weight so that you each have equal.
Yep.
The goal is to have equal priorities.
Maybe
Almost.
not equal priorities,
Similar.
but like equal levels of getting equal desire to get to maybe not the same place, but equal desires to keep going.
Okay. So interesting.
Towards a common goal and it can be a bunch of different common goals.
Right.
I think, actually, I'm about to finish up whenever I'm done with it. I'm working on some little art thing with Pentel.
Hey.
I've had a lot more time for my art with being an ambassador for them, which is really cool. But it's the idea of being ego-driven versus soul-driven. And that's just also the analogy of, like, the path. So you have, like, 2 turns to take.
I like that. What's the difference between them?
So it's, like, every day in my decision of, I don't know. I can't really think of an example, but you can pretty much evaluate any of your daily decisions of, like, what am I doing this for? My ego or just the greater good, my soul?
I like that.
Yeah. It'll make more sense when I have the painting up on my wall.
Oh, shoot. So you're painting, is the painting
it's
related
actually oil
to
pastels,
that?
I should say. Yeah.
That's insane, by the way.
It's
I'm
very
sure it's
basic.
I'm sure it's going to come out well, though.
Thanks.
Is it supposed to portray that idea? 2 different paths?
Yeah. So it's a guy behind a steering wheel, and there's roads diverging in front of him.
Interesting. Could you do some art for me?
Yeah.
Like,
I would love
I'd
to
pay
do
you.
art.
That's your new business, potentially.
Okay.
You could make art a business.
I'm not, like, the most intricate artist,
Okay.
but I'm a big doodler.
Okay, nice.
And I like to do motivational stuff.
I do, too.
Okay, sweet.
I would love a motivational piece of art.
I like to have, like, motivational stuff on my walls.
What do you have on your walls?
Nothing right now.
You don't have anything?
Actually, the one I have on my wall right now, it says, "We all need a few photos that prevent us from ever running for office." So that's motivational in its own way. Besides that,
You don't want to be the president?
I don't have. No.
Why not? You'd be a good president.
Thank you. I think I'd be a great president if I had any interest in learning about laws.
Yeah. That's the only part I
mean,
yeah.
like government structure, like that's actually really important.
It is really important, but kind of boring.
In knowing how to run a country, but not
your cup
my
of tea.
forte at all. I'm as you can see, I'm very like, I'm more of the creative mind type than like analytical and yeah.
You would be maybe you could be like the speechwriter, or you could give speech for the president. You never know.
That'd be cool.
You're a good public speaker, so.
Thanks.
You know, the thing that I do, I don't know if you would do this, but my motivational stuff comes from last year when I don't even know what it was. I love like motivational quotes and stuff. I love pulling that out of the bag and just being able to, say something inspiring at any given moment. But I write stuff on sticky notes. So, you know the sliding door that has the mirror
Yes.
in our rooms?
Yeah.
I have like sticky notes going around the top of that mirror, each with a
That's
different thing
awesome.
on it. And I think each thing is something that, is taken from a movie or something I heard that day. It's not every day that I'll do it, but a few of those sticky notes truly help me live the life that I want to live.
Yeah.
One of those that I said in my speech was, and it just sounds childish, but it's very simple. And they used to say it all the time in our middle school, and they would preach it. And the quote was, work hard and be kind. If you can do those two things, you will have an amazing life. I said that
That's
in my
true.
speech, and I have found that to be true. If you can combine both of those things, working your ass off, but also being respectful to other people, there's no reason you can't get to where you want to go.
Sounds like, wait, do you listen to affirmations?
What it?
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh. Let
what
me put you on.
is that a? What is it?
Okay, so I feel like once I say this, you'll probably get it.
Okay.
You'll probably be like, oh, I've seen those. But I am huge on affirmations. Affirmations have gotten me out of a rut so many times. And honestly, it's a reason I think I'm so motivated and like actually get stuff done. But basically, if you're ever struggling with something, so when I was struggling with confidence, I would look up online sleep affirmations for confidence. And you listen to them while you're sleeping, and it's like subliminal messaging.
Yo.
And it literally just, it's like, I am so confident. I am such a good speaker, stuff like that. And it's like behind
Interesting.
like calming music. So one, it helps you fall to sleep. And two, you just feel like over time, it's like just getting that one little step further.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
can do
wow,
it for
I love
anything
that.
too. Like if you want to be a faster runner, it's like, I'm a fast runner. I like to run every day. I can run a mile, whatever.
Holy crap.
Stuff like that.
Yo, that might be the future. That might be the future right there. That's insane.
Add some into your future and get back to me on how they work for
Oh,
you. Because
100%. Yeah.
they're life-changing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone has their struggles. I could think of one thing right now that I would want to have affirmations for. That is insane. I can relate to that a little bit because one book that, well, probably my favorite book that I've ever read was suggested to me. I just found it through YouTube because I watched my favorite player, Jared McCain. He had a documentary series, and he read a book before every game, and it was called The Inner Game of Tennis. The Inner Game of Tennis.
He doesn't play tennis. Does he?
He doesn't play tennis.
Just
Inner
wanted to
Game
clarify.
of Tennis, but he was he's always been a basketball player. So
I
Inner
hope
Game
Jared
of
McCain
Tennis.
watches this, actually.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I
Let's make that happen.
He's my idol.
Granted, fam.
Yeah.
Send it to Jared McCain.
Send this to Jared.
Maybe you can get like an autograph shirt or
That
something.
would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would actually be. He is so much of the reason that I do have good habits. I've started journaling because of him. He would do yoga before games to help his balance in his mind, and then he would also read this book before every game. And the book basically is talking about the importance of the mental game in not only sports but in life. And then that book kind of led to, I mean, some of it was affirmations and stuff like that, led me to another book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That is exactly what affirmations are doing. When you're about to go to bed, you're not thinking. Your subconscious mind is hearing whatever affirmations you're playing, and then it actually ends up becoming real, which is crazy that you brought that up because it is powerful.
Yeah. You get it.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I would do too that I tried a few times is my mom's very much in touch with the spiritual side of life, and she
That's
gave
awesome.
me a YouTube video, simply just played a frequency or multiple frequencies, and I would play it before, I think I played it before games, and it just helps you feel calmer.
Yeah.
And it's real. Like it helps you fall asleep, but something about the frequency that it really changes what's going on in your brain. That's what I believe. I don't know how the science works behind it.
It's true.
But it's the same thing with affirmations.
Everything is frequencies, energy.
There you go.
It's just, what are you picking up on? I like to think of my thoughts as like clouds. And it's like, which cloud are you sitting on?
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. You can like sit on it for longer. And if it's like
Hop to
a
another
dark cloud, you don't want to sit on that for too
No.
long.
Get back to
know?
the light clouds.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of
Right?
different tools in the toolkit right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so to get back to where we were, which was
Right.
finding your people,
Mm-hmm.
you found one of your good friends through the TED Talk Club.
Mm-hmm.
Where did
Yeah,
you
I guess
find?
that's really only like one person.
But,
Shout out Maggie.
I mean, I'm. Would you consider her to be your person, or do you think you have a group of people? Would you say?
I have a really I have been really blessed with like just so many great people in my life. I think Kappa has brought me so many of them too.
Mm.
And the thing with Greek life too, it's not for everyone, but I think everyone can make it work because it's such a helpful tool in like the transition of high school to college, because in high school everyone's doing the same thing. Like you have the same routine, you have the same exact like schedule throughout the day, and then like extracurriculars after school. Whereas in college it's totally up to you. But if you're in Greek life, it's like everyone has the same weekly meeting. Everyone has the same like when we lived in the house, everyone had the same dinner time. Everyone has the same like date party on Wednesday. Everyone has the same requirements, volunteer hours, stuff like that.
Right.
And that's been a really cool way to like relate to people, but also connect with people along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of like each of those events is a new opportunity to like meet someone. I mean, in my chapter there's like 460 plus of us.
It's insane.
There's so many people, but truly like that's been such a way that I've like found my people, and also like the shared values behind it too. Like you don't just join an organization because like it looks, I mean some people I guess join it because it looks good on their resume, but it's like this organization has been a thing for 150 years and it was founded on a couple values. So it's like really cool to know that everyone who joins this organization also values
those same things.
the same things
I love that.
over time. Yeah.
So then would you say, it seems like to me, your people can't be defined as one group. It's a lot of different groups, a lot of different individuals.
Yeah.
And you just met them by similar priorities, similar values.
Yeah.
Okay. How important
But
is
I do
it?
think it's important to mention that like there's always going to be a commonality between someone you like just pass by.
Right.
Like there's always something you connect with someone about, and that's something I believe.
I love that you said that because I've shared that same thing. I think any stranger can seem like you're going to have nothing in common, but you understand that. I mean, from just having a simple conversation can lead into something crazy that you both have in common. Either it's a person or an activity or something.
Yeah.
It's so cool about just speaking with others.
Mhm.
Because once you find that commonality, it truly becomes a special interaction, not only for them, but for you. So
Yeah.
I think finding the commonality is hard. But once you find it, it's really cool.
It can be easy.
It can be easy if they
I
make it clear to you.
I don't know. I think I've like met so many people that like finding something in common. Well, I also, my interests are like all over the place, so
Okay.
that kind of does have a lot.
What's your
to do
advice
with.
on finding the commonality?
You just have to like talk to them more, get to know like what they get excited to talk about. Should also excite you. One thing in sales that I've picked up on a lot is like mirroring. So, like you're nodding your head right now. If I nod my head, that's like we're both nodding our head right now.
Yeah, which is kind of freaky. Yo, chill.
See, once you know about it, you're like, wait, stop doing that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know about it, you're like, wow, this person is so relatable, right? Like, I'm gonna like just cross my arm right now,
Yo,
be just
chill,
like Grant.
What if I started standing on the couch right now?
Standing on the couch?
Yeah.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. But, but if
wouldn't
you
do
want
that?
to, like dance around a little bit, sure.
I don't even know. Could they like see me if I stood on the couch? Probably not.
No.
We should do one standing though.
This should be the thumbnail.
We
I feel
or like.
Okay.
And now we're on the upper deck.
Hey guys.
Okay, so
Welcome to Granted.
so you're still mirroring right now.
Sure.
Okay, but you think so mirroring is important
Too much.
because it allows you to find this commonality.
It's a psychological thing. It's like they feel like relatable to you.
Am I gonna learn this tomorrow when I hop on a call with?
Potentially.
Where'd you learn it?
Basically, Grant and I are gonna work for the same company.
We are.
Yeah, Revival, the company. Well, okay. Something you should know about me, podcast people, is I've done door-to-door sales for the past 2 summers, which is crazy to think about.
It is.
I would have never planned out for myself like, oh yeah, you're gonna get into door-to-door sales. I literally just looked up, or I got an ad for, like, this is the highest paid internship in Tennessee. And I was like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And my parents were building their house in Tennessee since they moved. So they're living in an RV right now. And so I'm like, I can't live in an RV all summer. That is like 2 close quarters.
Okay.
I was like, I need to find an internship that's going to pay for my housing and I can go wherever. And turns out door-to-door sales is a great opportunity to do that. And I loved it, and I made great money, and I was like, wait, I love sales.
Was the pest control internship the first one you got that paid for housing?
Mhm.
Wow. And then you came down to Denver and did it there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And they taught you about mirroring and like the importance of the actual science behind social interaction.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm going to learn tomorrow. Or actually
potentially
tonight. Actually, it's tonight.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, but
that's another way that Grant and I had connected, because I had lived over the summer in Denver, and Grant is from Denver.
I'm from Denver, born and raised.
Let's go.
Shout out Denver.
Shout out Denver.
Let me look at what else we were supposed to
Are we
talk
just going to
about.
finish up the podcast up here?
Do you want
I kind
to?
of like the angle. It's pretty cool.
It's chill. I don't know if they're going to fuck with the angle, but it's fine.
Well,
all right, let's see. What else do we have?
Like or dislike the video based off of if you like the way we're sitting.
Don't do that.
Don't dislike the video. Just kidding.
Always like the
Only
video.
like the video.
I actually have never... I don't even know if...
Comment if you don't like us sitting here. That's a better...
Comment if you do or don't like it. Just
Yes,
comment in general.
Comment in general.
Comment and interact and repost and all the good stuff. Honestly, is that real? We're an hour and 10 minutes in.
Wow. Gosh, I'm a yapper.
No, we together.
True.
Is there anything else you want to touch on? I have like a last part was, about future goals and habits, but we kind of touched on that too.
I said trash it.
Trash it. I mean, just go with the flow.
Trash the 5-year plan.
Exactly.
Habits are cool. Goals are cool. 5-year plan, meh. I'll live without it.
Well, you were low-key shitting on goals too.
No, not really.
You didn't even.
They're
chill.
They're chill.
But you don't write them.
No.
Which is fine.
I just go off of vibes.
Go off vibes. The last thing I was gonna say there too was the last person I had on the podcast. He's also a senior, and he said that he really doesn't have a great plan for after graduation, but it's the exact same thing as he is really ambitious and goal driven, and he is always learning new things. So his mindset is, I'm a little nervous about where I'm going to end up, but I'm confident that I can excel in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the similar mindset to what you have. Is like, you don't need a 5-year plan if you already know what you're doing, because the plan will work itself out, right?
Yeah.
The right company, the right job will find its way to you, and that's based off of how hard you work and just having faith and confidence in yourself.
And the intention.
And the intention of
getting there.
Of getting to the unknown.
Sure.
Yeah.
To success.
That's right.
Whatever that might be to you.
What is it for you?
It's funny you ask that, because it always changes for me.
What is it today?
As of recently, my goal of success is being able to walk into the local art gallery and buy whatever I want. As we talked about, I love art.
No way. That is so specific, but I like that.
I went to the...
So you just want to have mad money.
Oh, well, when you put it like that.
I mean, it's money motivated.
Right, but it's also, like, able to support the people in my community and, like, the art that I really admire.
So you're going
Life is art.
You're going to completely destock the art museum. That
No,
is the goal.
Not the
that
art
is the
museum.
idea of success.
Not, like, the MoMA, but, like...
You want to buy off the whole museum and then force them to find all new works of art.
Basically, I want to, what are those people that just, like, ran into the Louvre and, like, took all the jewelry?
Oh.
That's what that's reminding me of when you put it that way.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was at the downtown Knoxville Art Gallery the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this art is, like, so cool. I would love to just have, like, a room like this and just have all this, like, really cool art that like, has stories, and you can...
Yeah.
I'm big on hospitality, too. Like, I love to, like, host people and host events, and you get it. And, I don't know, it's just such a fun, like, conversation piece, and it brings people together in a way, too.
What if you bought all the art, but then how are you going to remember each piece specifically?
Well, I wouldn't buy all the art. That's the thing. It's like you have to like do what speaks to you.
So you want the ability to buy whatever you want. You're not gonna buy
Whatever.
all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Not all of it. Did I say all of it?
And then there's a story to tell. No, I think that was
Okay.
me making that up.
Okay.
I think it was me thinking,
That's okay.
you know, I want to just buy the whole museum, like Mr. Beast style.
Okay.
But
Okay.
maybe that's my idea of success today.
Mr. Beast style. Success.
I'm going to buy the whole art museum.
All right.
That's my idea of success.
Maybe my idea of success would be like spending a night in an art museum without getting caught.
24 hours in a night
that's
in
a
an
good
art
one.
museum.
What does success mean to you?
I think, you know, the simple answer is being happy. If you can live happily, I think you are successful. Because that's
Yeah.
the main thing. If you have the money and the fame, two things that I do want, I'll be honest, but if you have those things, you can still be very unhappy, and I don't think you would be successful if you're not happy.
Yeah.
So this is what makes me happy, is doing this and hearing other people's versions of it. But
I also think, you know, happiness is just like, happiness comes and goes.
it does.
It's been really cool, like, as I've just experienced more, to also experience more feelings and emotions and, like, fully feel them and accept them.
What emotions were you not exposed to beforehand?
I mean, there's new ones every day.
Like what? A
I
new
mean, this isn't
emotion
new.
every day.
Like,
So by the end of
maybe
the
not.
year,
Like, you can't really put a word to it, you know? But it's like you're never always feeling exactly the same as the
Okay.
day before, which is a blessing in itself.
you're right. So within a year, you've gone through 365 different emotions, more than that.
Absolutely.
Infinite emotions.
I probably go through, no, I shouldn't say 365 in a day, but like, just, it's not really emotions, I should say. That makes me sound like really
Just
emotional and
vibes.
moody. Vibes and the feeling that you get of new excitements every day.
Yeah.
We're really
Boxing
blessed.
brought me that today.
Yeah, see?
New excitement.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I just want to kill somebody.
Oh,
I'm just playing.
cut that out.
I'm just playing. All right.
That's so funny.
I just
No,
thought-
I actually, it's funny you say that. I've been having a bad habit of being like, I'm going to kill somebody when I'm mad. And I'm like, I need to stop saying
Yeah,
that.
wow,
Like,
that's-
see how you need.
Wow,
see,
imagine
that
you
was my
on an
exact-
airplane. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's like, no, it's literally just like a bad habit that I've picked up on from affirmations,
Yeah.
from other people around me saying that.
Oh, so you have affirmations going to bed.
There was a
I'm
bug in
gonna
our
kill
apartment the
somebody,
other
I'm
day, and
gonna
I was like, what the heck is that? I'm going to kill somebody. But like, in reality, I was just going to kill the bug.
You were, but
But usually it doesn't
Yeah.
come with the intention of killing. We should probably cut this whole section out.
are your affirmations going to bed like, I'm going to kill somebody?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm saying what
Yeah.
people you surround yourself with, the things that they say also become
What-
your affirmations in a way. So if the
I like
person
that,
around you
yeah.
is like always like, oh, this, you know, if
A
it,
negative mindset.
yeah,
Then you will
Yeah.
take on that negative mindset. That's why nobody likes a negative Nelly.
yeah.
That's right.
No, I think like one of my friends recently is always like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I'm literally gonna kill someone.
Yeah. Or
I'm like, but I don't want to cut them off right there and be like, don't say that, because it is kind of funny. Just like when they say it, but not for me.
yeah.
It
yeah.
does. It's not authentic.
It's not
to
funny
me.
when you say it, but when they can say it. That's not even
Yeah.
fair. You know, my least favorite one is I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
That one's bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I hate
it's-
that, and it's so normal.
It is. It's
Yeah.
it's people like to use that to express their emotion.
Yeah.
It's no joking matter. But killing someone else is fine. No, bro.
No, exactly.
it's-
yeah, you're right.
It's all about life. It's
I really
nothing-
need to.
never
Like,
about that.
this was just a wake up call.
So
I need to completely
maybe
cut
your
that out
new
of my
reaction is like,
vocab.
okay, you see a bug.
I see a bug.
I'm gonna hug somebody. You know, that could be good.
After I kill the bug,
No, before, like when you're,
then
yeah,
the bug is gonna
or
crawl
like
away.
your team's about to lose, and you're like, oh my god, if we lose this game, I'm gonna hug somebody, and that's
yeah,
like,
wait, that's
instead-
where I kept hearing it. It was like the guy in front of me was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, I'm gonna kill someone if we
Yeah.
keep playing like this."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna hug somebody if we lose.
Speaking of Halloween weekend and all the things that came with it, the Vols loss was not
No,
a
it's
good
really
addition
bad.
to that weekend.
It was not. No, it was a subtraction.
Nope.
It's fine. All right. Do you have anything else? Any
I
inspirational?
think that's about it, but I feel like we should cut out.
Do you have like a
last
great?
bit.
You want to cut out the last part? We can
Okay.
talk about it after.
Yeah.
Do you have any inspirational quote to end with?
Nope. No,
Okay,
actually, I feel like
alright.
I should have one. That's
No, I mean you already
a
touched on the
good one.
confidence part. So
Can I think on this one?
yeah, you can
Okay,
just.
wait. And you'll just cut out the
No, I'm not. I'm
Spare
really
time?
not.
You're
I'm
not gonna
really-
cut it out?
No, I'm not gonna cut it out.
Oh, okay. Wait, I have a really good one.
We're just gonna sit here.
Okay, wait. Oh, this is the one that I've been loving recently.
Okay.
And I texted it to my friend who's studying abroad right now. Shout out Kylie if you're watching this. She's also one of my friends from the Anderson Center.
Okay.
Who's also done door-to-door sales. See, it's just
Okay.
like crazy the amount of things that you realize like you have in common with
Yeah.
people when you just talk to
That's
them, get to know
insane.
them. But you can't add days to your life, but you can add life to your days.
Ooh!
Yay.
Wow.
Isn't
was
that a good one?
Holy shit, that was good.
Yeah, thanks, Grant.
Wow. Yeah, and with that being said, everybody, just thank you for listening, tuning in to another episode of Granted. I'm happy to have you guys here if you made it this far. Make sure to, check Kenna's Instagram out.
Kenna.Mullins.
Anything else you want to promote?
Not at the moment.
Make sure to check out the TikTok. We'll have clips from this episode there. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, we're Audi 5000. Peace out.
Let's go.